The Dyson Sphere's construction is nearing completion. We have a ton of plane smelters, and some vital production worlds that may have use for them. Hello Legion, this is Hadrian, thank you for being here. Let's play some more Dyson Sphere Program in our Alpha Andromeda series. So we spent a little bit of time at the end of the last episode just enjoying the interior of the sphere here. We're now going to cruise out of the sphere. We're going to leave properly through the gap this time. Absolutely gorgeous game. It's absurd. We made that. We made that. I would just like to point that out. We made that. We are 250,000 cell points away from finishing this sphere. We're not quite progressing at the rate that we have been. The being absorbed count, you can see, is dramatically dropping because what's happening is that every second, some of these last few spots in some of these early frames, like right here, are being filled in bit by bit, and then the amount being called for drops, and the rate at which it completes drops. So, we're closing in on the end, but for now, we still have work to do. I have a ton, as I said. Look at this. Look at this. It's a stupid amount of plane smelters in my inventory. This is something, I mentioned this a few episodes back, this is something I might have considered doing much earlier in the series, had this been something where I was going to continue ad infinitum, or whether it was, or if it was something that I was just playing offline. But since we kind of started the series, first of all, when the channel first came back, and I just wanted to play something that was fun for me, even if I had no idea how to commentate on it, and just wanted to figure it out as I went and enjoy it with the Legion and whoever else wanted to come along for the ride. And there have been a number of you, by the way. Welcome. Had I been going for, something other than those goals, then I might have used plane smelters in terms of automating them a little bit sooner. But I didn't do that because I kind of felt that it was necessary, or I felt that it wasn't necessary to do anything other than just make them manually when I needed them. But as a kind of fun last polishing step, it has given us something to do. So we're now just visiting our outlying worlds and seeing where else we can use plane smelters, if at all. So it seems like we're pretty solid up here. Yeah, that's good to see. I remember making sure all of this was painted a while back. Oh man, it's good to see all three of these just absolutely full coming in. All right, these are full. Wow. Wow. Yeah, see this planet is just completely locked up because I don't need any of the things it's producing right now. That's how well things are going. All right, well, that's our series, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. No, just kidding. We have I already upgraded all of these? Really? Holy crap. I forgot. I thought this was one of the main worlds where it was still going to be important to upgrade them. All right, we definitely have an opportunity here because this copper vein is almost gone. Although I think what I'm going to do here, we'll just put a miner down to take care of the rest of the vein. Alright, so are you pulling anything? I mean, these are, but it's kind of tough to judge because with this world being so locked up right now, you can tell some of these deposits are going to be gone pretty soon. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Also, man, that's a lot of titanium just sitting waiting to be exploited. But at the same time, like, we're mostly okay here. Alright, so you can see this is just circling endlessly. So this whole apparatus up here is working amazingly well. I'm glad this honestly functioned as well as it did. We have some copper being brought in here and then painted. Okay, yeah. I'm happy with Zeta RA1 then. Let's visit Zeta RA2. I do think Zeta RA2 may have some smelters on it that could use some help, but Zeta RA2 I think primarily was just for organic crystal, if memory serves. All right, let's take a look around, because I don't think a lot was being refined here. I think I just built some various... Yes, this is just set up to bring in silicon and organic crystal, primarily. We'll take a look around and see if anything challenges that supposition. No, not really. Just a mining planet. Perfect. So nothing to do here. Let's visit Zeta RA3. This really has been like the crown jewel of our support systems as far as like basic resources. Say what you want about Alpha Andromeda 4, but this planet has been at the core. All right, all of those got upgraded as well. So this is where we're mainly producing diamond. And also here's one location where we're burning off some... Ooh, that's interesting. If I had more of these, what resources do I need? Could I get away with that right now? Hang on. I would need to get a lot of iron, which there is iron on this planet. Do I care that much? Probably not. I was gonna say, like, let's go ahead and add some more thermal generators, but I don't have them on hand right now, and actually getting the resources to make a large number of them quickly would take up more time than I want to take up. Let's visit Zeta RA4. Because there is a fourth Zeta RA. Yes, there it is. Super close. We could almost sublight over there and be there in no time at all. Alright, so we have some fractal silicon veins here. Let's head over this direction and see if I can remember what I had them set up for, because it's interesting that... Yep. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, that's right. These use assemblers. So this is completely fine, too. Is that all that I had here? Or did I have anything on the other pole? Nope. Nope, that's it. Just the fractal silicon. And this one deposit has served the purposes of my entire apparatus for the entire game. Wow. Okay, then. Let's take a quick look over here. Oh, man. So we're down to 8,110. 111. Yeah, already down to 8,100 and less sales being absorbed per minute, because everything is just completing. I mean, we have the equatorial latitudes are pretty much done with a few exceptions, so those are still absorbing sales right there, but that's going to be done in seconds. And then everything is going to be focused on finishing up here. So at some point, this number will probably, because we started these panels at the same time, this number will freeze at a relatively lower number, maybe a considerably lower number, that indicates just the final two panels filling in. And at that point, it will be a bit of a longer wait to get it finished up. So that'll be a good kind of moment probably to launch the final research project. Not that I'll use that definitively, but that's one way to think about like the kinds of not landmarks, but benchmarks that we're looking for. Timestamps, indicators that we're going to be able to, that it's time to like think about the very end of things, because it's rapidly approaching. All right, so I haven't been to Ooh, yeah, there's one. You want to talk about a system that I nearly forgot about? Good God. Yeah, I haven't thought about Alrami in entirely too long. Let's see what we can find here. Now, as I recall, so Alrami 2 is our main production world. We'll visit there first, just to make sure everything's on the up and up. I would imagine everything's already been properly... Yeah, we did a lot of work here. I would imagine everything's already been properly upgraded here, given how important this world is. But it has been a while since we visited. So we can check out how the resource situation is looking. Is everything still being properly utilized? Oh man, it has been an age. We have both of these running. What are all of you doing? What's going on here? Excuse me, what's happening? What, whoa, 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 whoa. Not that it matters, because we have, like, all the photons we could ever need, but what's your deal? You don't have any hydrogen. Why don't you have any hydrogen? Oh, I get it. I'll tell you what, let's set you up for remote demand. I get it. Yeah, because I think there was so much here at one point. What was set up here? Hydrogen? Wait, what's going on here? Is this... Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. What's... I can't tell which direction this line's flowing. Okay, it's flowing inward. Okay, I get it. So this is storage. So excess hydrogen should arrive here soon. God knows we have plenty of it. And this apparatus should start going again relatively soon. There we go. Look at that. Holy crap. And this thing's gonna roar back to life. Look at that. That's kind of satisfying to watch in and of itself, because in some ways, these constructs, the various production apparatuses we've set up on all these planets, they feel ancient in some ways, you know? So it's cool to see them, like, come back to life like this. Yeah, we still have more hydrogen on the way, by the way. So it's, like, this is going to produce a lot of deuterium, which will help everything here kind of come back to life as well. Yeah, so this planet just roared back to life after being offline for a considerable amount of time. So now we're producing deuterium again at a reasonable rate. And the deuterium is going to contribute... It's going to go a couple places. First of all, we're going to be able to export it again, which is nice. But then it'll be fed out this way. Okay, it's crisscrossing there. Yep. Where it will contribute to the production of these, and we can make sure we actually have lenses for our continued apparatus here. So this, yeah, just need a little bit of love. And I think it's kind of spinning back up to full health here. I'm glad I visited here just to make sure everything was okay. Because I think it was probably time, given the work we've done with hydrogen in recent episodes, it was probably time to switch that back to demand, and I had just forgotten about it, because it's been so long since I've been on this planet. Alright, so let's visit the other pole, and see if there's anything else going on that I need to remember. As I faceplant into a building. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that, right? Everything's fine. Okay, I don't think there are any smelters to worry about here. So now it's just a matter of visiting the other planets in Alrami, because I know we had a few other things going on here. So there's Alrami 4. Let's visit Alrami 1 first, because I don't remember what was going on there, if anything. But we'll find out very quickly. No, we didn't do anything here. It's pretty basic. Sulfuric acid would have been found here originally. All right, so now let's visit Alrami 4. Now, Alrami 4 I did set up. Also, hang on, we don't need this star to be waypointed like that. There we go. Now, the thing about this planet, this is very much a mining world. I doubt that I have... I mean, I set this up for gathering oil, which we have stupid amounts of oil just available here. And I don't think anything else is really being produced. So we're probably fine. Yeah, nothing is actually being manufactured here. Certainly not smelted. So, let's take off. Alright, well... Leonis Minoris doesn't really have smelting going on. That's a refinery world. Let's visit Farud, which is where we have the production of... That's where our production chain starts for proliferation paint. Let's head that direction and see what we can find. Also, let's go ahead and select Gakrux and take a look at how things are doing. Yeah, so we're about 200,000 away. 205,000 away. Definitely, like, slowed down, and will continue to do so. As I know that I've said a few times already. Now, yeah, Farud 2 was the one that we need to visit. This is a cool system. Like, the star itself seems relatively small. Let's visit the star really fast. What type of star is it? It's a B-type star. And it's 3 AU away. Yeah, so it's not particularly large. The fact that it's 3 AU away, and that's how small it still appears. Now it's 2 AU away. Certainly one of the smaller stars we visited. Okay, now it's 2 AU away. It says reaching in 3 seconds. That's a lie. It's going to take longer than 3 seconds. I wonder where it's getting that math. We could definitely do this and get an accurate ETA. Yeah, 20 seconds. Yeah, now we're at less than 1 astronomical unit, and we're probably about to start seeing the surface. Also, I can definitely see, like, some really cool solar wind effects in the corona around me. I don't know if those are coming through on YouTube, but this is a gorgeous star. Let's fly down to the surface. Because what could go wrong? Yeah, it's tiny. compared to some of the giants. Compared to, you know, we didn't fly all the way down to the surface, believe it or not, of Gacrux. Gacrux is one of the largest stars. Before we end the series, I might go back to one of the largest red giant systems. Or we might make sure that we visited the largest star, the physically largest star, just because I want to see what it's like. We've been there. It's been a while, and it was in the thumbnail. But I would love to go back. Do a little bit of touring as we wrap up here. Yeah, you can definitely tell that the vast majority of the... Yeah, there's still a few of the central latitudes that are building, but for the most part, they are complete. It's just a solid sphere. It's great to see. All right, let's head to Furud 2. I may have already taken care of most of the plane smelter situation, so getting them automated really was just a formality at this point. But I do feel like I had some smelters somewhere that I hadn't fully upgraded, so I just want to look into that. Yup. Called it. Called it. I called it. There's a faster way to upgrade those too. Done. That's always fun. We can do the same here. All right, now power-wise, we want to make sure we're not overwhelming the planet. Yeah, we're definitely not. It's fine. Yeah, so this planet is doing just fine. Like, not a problem whatsoever. There may eventually be an issue with... Now that I'm looking at it, no, the iron is fine. There's 1.25 million iron in that deposit. Yeah, this system is fine. I really like this system a lot, though. Even the lens flare of Furud right now is amazing to look at. See, now I'm curious. I talked myself into it, Legion. Let's see what we can figure out here. We've got 3 really big red stars. So let's look at the ones. So radius CE Tauri is 20.69 R. NSV 0887 is only 17.62 R. All right, so CE Tauri is the big one. That's a system we haven't even been to. Man, we're so close to NSV right now. We're only 3.82 light years. Look at the glow from NSV. Which, remember, we set up a waypoint there a while back. Just so that when it was more difficult to get out to the black hole, that was the system where we stopped. But where is that other big guy? I kind of want to find it manually. It'll be easier than finding the black hole manually. Remember that earlier in the series? Where's the black hole? Why can't I see it? Oh, man. Some of the thoughts that have gone through my head while trying to play a game this complicated and commentate at the same time. I am ashamed, let me tell you. There's so much shame. Okay. Let's just find it that way. Oh, yeah, I was not going to find that. See, that's how far away it is. It's 37 light years away. Let's go. 37. It's a 2-minute warp to get out to this planet. Or to get out to this star and whatever planets are around it. And I'm not even going to look at the system before we arrive. We're going to jump into the system and then see what's going on with the planets, maybe visit some of the planets, and then just enjoy the massive size of this star. Because just for reference, okay, we're looking at CE Tauri, which is a 2.69. So the size of the radius is 20.69, excuse me. When you look at Gacrux, the radius of Gacrux is 4.79. So it's a very potent star. It's very powerful. But in terms of size, it's got nothing. Nothing. It kind of looks like it might because it's bright and we got a Dyson Sphere around it. And when you consider the Dyson Sphere itself probably... Hang on, let's see if we can get some radius information on the Dyson Sphere itself. Yeah, orbit radius here is 11,000 meters. I don't know if that's bigger or smaller. Who knows? All right, now we're a minute away. I can hardly see this star in the distance, even though it's the biggest star in the cluster. I think it's the biggest star. This thing is a giant. Yeah, numbers it's considerably slower now, but look at how little is left here. This is the little graph that shows you how far along you are, and then when it's fully blue, just like this was the frame has been fully blue for a long time. Like, okay, there it is. There it is. I see it. It's like Sauron's eye in the distance. I'm not gonna lie, it's like really intimidating that it's already that big. Hang on, we're gonna stop. This is CE Tauri 1.62 light years away. Okay? That's what it looks like after light has traveled away from it for 1.62 years. What? Excuse me. Alright, so it looks like we've got a couple of planets. Let's drop out of warp alongside it. Oh my god, it's a beast. Alright, we're going to go ahead and disable that. What have we got? System-wise, there are 3 planets. We have a Hurricane Stone Forest. We have a Rocky Salt Lake. And we have an Ice Giant in reverse rotation. Let's go out to the Rocky Salt Lake planet. Oh my god. It's intimidating. When you think about how far away from that star we still are and just how big it is. And we definitely are going to fly up to it later. We're going to fly down to it. Like, that's happening. Hello? Going really fast. Oh god, dizzy. Alright, here we go. I don't know that we've been on a Rocky Salt Lake. Oh my god. You can see the freaking... We're inside the corona of this star. You can see the surface. What the heck? Hang on, let's get a little closer. That's insane. Look at that. You can see all of our other systems in the background, including Gakruk's way over there. Jeez. So what do we even have here? This is an interesting planet. It's very, it's not quite Mars-like. We haven't visited any Mars-like planets in this series, but they are in the game. I mean, we could probably find one if we looked around. But what I really want to look around at is this big guy. How far away are you right now? What's the orbital radius of CE Tauri 2? Oh my god. 4 AU. 3.8 AU. That's how big this bastard is. You ready? Here we go. Oh man, I'll tell you, like, if they ever integrate a way for the gravitational bodies of Dyson Sphere Program, black holes, gas giants, stars, to actually damage you, it's going to be terrifying. Because, and I mean that sincerely, as I've said many times throughout the series, if you've been watching the series the whole time, you've heard me say this probably 5 or 6 times now. The way the game simulates gravity is incredibly clever. They do it by just pulling on your camera while also pulling on like the direction Icarus is facing. So you can see that you are changing direction somewhat, and it makes you fight against, the force of gravity. It's hard to describe how well implemented it is. But when I first started playing Dyson Sphere Program, I didn't understand that these massive gravity wells didn't pose a threat. So I remember the first time even my home gas giant next to the home system, or the home planet, started pulling on me. Like, it was frightening. I thought I was in danger. So imagine flying up to a star like this, which we're not even at the surface yet, by the way. Just imagine flying up to a star like this and wondering, like, am I going to die? Am I going to be able to escape the gravitational pull of this thing? It's an absolute beast. All right, I'm just going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch it, okay? We have enough upgrades to where we can do this. I'm just going to start accelerating, and I'm going to keep the camera angle right here, all right? We're just going to watch. Oh my god, it's actually not working. Like, you see my battery? Battery's draining. I'm accelerating, but because I'm not actively trying to pull away from the surface of the star's just going, nope. Where are you going? All right, let's go this way. All right, now we're accelerating. I don't know if you can tell from the rate of acceleration, but the star was actively fighting me there, and still is. Now watch, if I let go, look at it drop. That's terrifying, but in the coolest possible way. Oh man, I love this game. All right, so how far away is Gakrux? Now that we've taken this little field trip. Let's head back that way. And while we're on the way, we'll take a quick look at progress. Yeah, it's tough to say. Like, current rate of completion, we could be looking at, like, still 4 to 6 more episodes. I don't know. The challenge is, like, a focus for each of those episodes, something to do. I'll come up with something. That's fine. But, like, it's interesting at this point because we're having this deceleration that I didn't necessarily anticipate. Until the last couple of episodes, anyway. There are a number of other systems that I haven't visited for maintenance cruises recently, and I could do that. Or I could always return my attention to why aren't there more solar sails firing and try and figure that out, but I don't think that's necessary. All right, we're closing in on Gakrux. Oh, and it's been 33 minutes already. Wow. You would think I would have, like, learned to watch the clock more, which I certainly do when I'm playing this game and recording for it, but there have been so many episodes in this series where I'll just get absorbed in an activity, absorbed in a problem, or absorbed in a sightseeing moment like we just had, and then I look over at the clock and it's like, oh, okay, time to stop, or close to it. It's crazy. Let me briefly visit our gas giant. Hello. That is called using a planet's gravity well to slow yourself down. Because I was still traveling at 2,000 meters per second when I left warp, so I went flying past. Or I might have subconsciously reaccelerated on my own, but still. All right, so how are things looking over here after those fixes that I put in place? Okay, I definitely see hydrogen moving. That's positive. But I don't see hydrogen flowing. Yeah, see, this was the problem. Is it the same problem again? Yeah, we're completely full. How do I address that? because we have all this hydrogen that's going around, and there's no way to prioritize it. There's no way to say to all of these buildings, like, hey, I want you... Yeah, so you definitely have this one flowing inward here. But there's no way to tell these buildings in the same way you would a splitter, like, I want you to prioritize output in a certain direction. So it's almost like you have to put splitters between them and use that. And I don't I don't want to do that, you know? What I want to see, like, hang on, is it, maybe it's functioning here. Let's take a look. That's full. So is this one filling up? No, it's not. It's just passing straight through. So maybe what I need to do, maybe that's it. Maybe because it's passing straight through, the loop isn't functioning as it should. What if I deleted this? Notice how that immediately started filling when I did that? Interesting. Yeah, see, I would have thought that, like, having them all in a continuous loop all the way around would have been the best way to do it, but the problem is the number of inputs versus the number of outputs. And when one of these towers fills up, the way that the outputs are designed to stop functioning, or the inputs are designed to stop functioning, like, it causes the system as designed to, well, not function. All right, so that improved the flow of one of them. And I noticed that that brought more hydrogen in, which is positive. Another thing, though, that I'm noticing, okay, yeah, this is still set to remote supply, and it's still functioning that way. So at least there's that. It's interesting that this one isn't filling either. It's honestly, yeah, see, all these are full, but these are the ones that are interconnected with each other. So maybe that's more of what I need to do. Maybe I just need to have more lines going around the back the way that I have some of the others. Like this. Yeah, see, now this one's starting to fill. So if I just look at the full ones, basically. Maybe that'll help it start flowing a little bit more. All right, so now we have 4 of the outputs actively flowing. That's good, but I feel like it's only going to work for the towers that I've connected in this way. So yeah, that's what it comes down to, I guess, is just not trusting the one line to flow underneath and to, like, keep these filling. That's an interesting problem. Okay, we're 39 minutes into the episode. I'll stop this one here. In the next one, we will do something. I'll figure it out. Because at this point, I mean, look at this. It's the sphere is so nearly complete. It's probably time in the beginning of the next episode to initiate that final research project, just to have that feeling of mission complete, even though it's not necessary to do that. But at the same time, again, I think this last little patch is likely to keep us busy for another couple. So I doubt that there's something I can do on Leonis Minoris, the refinery world. Although I think I have some production set up on another planet in Leonis Minoris that might be worth visiting. And then maybe I can go back to Alpha Andromeda 2 and see how some of the stuff I worked on over the past few episodes worked out. But at this point, it's like, this thing is relative moments from being done. So there aren't really any... There's nothing in my way. There's no impediment to the completion of the Dyson Sphere. It's only a matter of time. And so finding something to do for the remainder of this series is something that I will work on in between episodes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day but Tuesday at noon US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.